Um, the most recent and most, I think, important initiative which the railways has taken is the construction of 3,300-kilometer freight corridors on the western and eastern flanks of the country. The western freight corridor is about 1,500 kilometers, and the eastern one is about 1,650 or 1,700 kilometers. And this has been done with a combination of loans from JICA and the World Bank. The JICA today, the cost of the freight, both the freight corridors, including the PPP component of one 540-kilometer stretch between Sonnagar and Dankuni, would be about 90,000 to 95,000 crores, in which 39,000 crores would be funded by JICA, and that is the Japanese, and about 13,500 crores from the World Bank. The land cost, of which we have already acquired about 74 to 75%, would be funded directly by the Ministry of Railways. The Ministry of Railways would be the landowner, and another 24,000 crores would come from the budgetary support. And the entire funds that would flow into the freight corridors from the loans of the JICA and the World Bank would again flow through the gross budgetary support, which I just mentioned, of 1,94,000. And the PPP project we have estimated would cost about 10,000 to 12,000 crores, and we are working on that. And we have made some headway on the freight corridors. As you are aware, we have awarded a construction contract for rail infrastructure, 342 kilometers between Kanpur and Khurja, and 985 kilometers between Rewari and Iqbalgarh on the western corridor is presently, the bids have been received and they are under scrutiny for opening of the financial bids, which should be done, which we would be doing shortly. So we have got off the ground. There is often questions are asked that what have you done about the freight corridor? We have been hearing about it for the last 3-4 years. So I just wanted to inform this August gathering that the railways the freight corridor has got off the ground, and the award of this first contract is very, very critical. It has been successfully awarded. And there is a portion of about 120 to 125 kilometers between Mughal Sarai and Sonnagar, which Railways is doing through its own funding. And those also contracts are awarded and work is in progress. Now, if I come to the budget, what is the budget all about? The budget is basically concentrating on 4 key areas. One is, of course, as never before, safety. And I would like to inform the people here that safety is often talked about in the railways, and the system being unsafe and also the system needing further inputs. There's no doubt. See, safety never sleeps. Safety is a 24-hour, 365-day activity. It has to be ensured. And but I would like to say that in 2002-03, when we had made the corporate safety plan, which ends in 12/13, the commitment which had been given when funds to the extent of 17,000 crores had been infused into the railway system at that time, of which 12,000 crores came from as a direct grant from the Government of India, and another 5,000 crores was from internal resource generation of the Indian Railways. We had indicated that after all the safety-related infrastructural inputs have been provided into the system, we would aim at a accident per million train kilometers, which is the accepted world norm for safety, of 0.17. That is 0.17 accidents per million train kilometers. At that time, the figure was around 0.45 or 0.44 accidents per million train kilometers at that time. Now, the figures that we are today achieving, we have in fact improved upon that performance of 0.17, and we are today at 0.13 accidents per million train kilometers in the year 12-13 itself. In fact, 12-13 figures, when they are finally computed, because we have still another 15 days to go, we hope that we may touch even 0.12. So every accident is a bad experience, and it should not happen. We must work towards a zero accident regime. Indian Railways is committed to work towards a zero accident regime, and one of the thrust areas of this budget is to allocate more money, more funds to the safety required for safety parameters and for safety related infrastructure.